Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Floor plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and I wanted to discuss a little bit today how I've updated the floor covering tool so that we can now handle the openings, or specifically door openings, with floor coverings. So let's go ahead and use that same draw mode, the wall draw mode. Just go ahead and click this tool, and we'll go ahead and put ourselves into wall draw mode. As you can see, actually not face wall. So we'll just go ahead and do this here L-shaped room first. And this is exactly the same as the previous tutorial video. Just kind of finding our way around this room. Okay, now you see this L-shaped piece of hardwood is in there. Now, when you first go ahead and create your floor coverings or floorings, so basically it's going to default everything to 0, right? So it's not going to try to put the floor coverings inside those openings. Okay, so that is default behavior, but we're going to show you how we deal with that now. All right, on this one, let's go ahead and sure, let's put down a carpet pad. Doesn't really matter. All right, let's go ahead and throw this one in here. Click these 4 walls. Okay, so there we go. There we have 2 pieces of flooring, and as you can see, the openings for the doors are not taken care of. Now in this one here, we're not going to worry about that one because that one is an outside door, and to show you what I mean by that, I think we did this in the previous video as well. If we turn on our doors here, we can see we've already got a metal threshold there, so don't have to worry about jumping out into that opening. But problem, of course, is with these internal doors, right? So if we look here, we'll see that we have that gap. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that off real quick so we can. So if we look here, we'll notice that the difference, because I have this gypsum that's ½ inch exactly, I think the distance across there is 4½ inches, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to split the difference on that opening and put the carpet halfway down through there, and then put the hardwood flooring halfway in there as well. So what I mean by that is, let's go ahead and now we'll edit this one to start with. And you'll notice a difference here from the previous video. You have this new section or new parameters called openings, okay? And you'll notice there's 4 entries corresponding to the 4 walls that are used to define the perimeter. So what that basically is telling you is saying, okay, every single wall has an opening parameter, and that opening parameter will determine how far out the carpet or the tile or hardwood will extend into those openings. And so, and I have all these like this so that it's not just one parameter. You have a little more granularity here. You can set like for instance, like on wall 1 over here, you can set that inset to however much you want, and then you can have it different over here. So let's go ahead and just start here. I'm going to do, I think it's, what is it, 4½? Let's just go halfway. Actually, let's go let's see, 2½ inches. So if I put 2½ inches there on the 4th wall that defines this perimeter, it's going to set that carpet to come out into that opening 2½ inches. And if you actually measure this, you'll notice that that distance is 2½ inches, right? Okay. Okay, so, and then, and notice it took care of both openings because they're both in the 4th wall. So now we've got to do the same thing here. So basically, I think we start on this wall, and that's basically how it's determining which wall to use. It's just the wall that starts, it just goes in the sequential order that you've created that perimeter with. So I think it's wall 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 as well in this one. So let's go ahead and edit that. Let's get my mouse on it. Okay, now you notice we have 6 walls that define this perimeter. And on the 4th wall here, we're going to want to set that, I think we set that at 2. So let's go ahead and just set that at 2. Okay. Okay, so now we notice that we inset that in, and it's met the carpet approximately halfway. All right, so now, now there will be situations where you want to get a little more granular. Right, you may want this door inset differently than that door on the same wall. Right. So what I've done for that is you can now basically the thing is the wall. I think if I remember right, it's going in the order that they're in the wall. So I think this is number 1. That's number 2. But we'll find out here. And you just need to play around with this a little bit if it isn't that case. But I'm going to inset this one. Let's see. Let's say let's say 3 inches. So what we can do is put a comma in there, and we can put the 2 values, right? So if we do that, now you're going to notice that this one is actually shot in further. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll edit the other, the carpet here, and we can now see the first one was 2.5, and so we'll set this one, and I think we bumped that in 3. Was it? I can't even remember now. Let's just try 1.5. Bring it back a little bit. Right. Okay, so now you can see that, you know, on the same wall, if we do have a situation where we have multiple openings, multiple doors, and we want to adjust each one a little differently, we have that option or that ability to do that, which can be very useful when you want to get really granular with things. So you can see that these are inset in differently. Right. So, I mean, you know, it's a little bit of fiddling around. You got to get in here and you got to adjust this openings text area and put in the right numeric values. And those are inches, by the way. Now, in metric, it should be millimeters that you'll enter in there instead of inches. But that will be inches or millimeters in the opening section. And yeah, and you don't want to enter in spaces, or you don't want to enter in any, you know, alpha characters, A, B, C, D, any of that. Just put your numeric value and eliminate by a comma. And then, you know, it could be up to 5 or 6 or 7 openings. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You just put those all in there in one big row, and then every row is the wall, right? So you separate them by the walls. So, anyways, I think that's pretty much it. And then, yeah, I mean, if for whatever reason you delete one of these or whatever, and then you just need to regen your flooring with the regen button. All right, that should handle all of these door opening issues that we discussed in the previous video, and hopefully this is granular enough for you guys. You know, if you have any other questions or any other, again, this is brand new, so I'm not, you know, I may have missed something, or maybe there's some case or situation that this does not cover. But, you know, if you do find that, please give me a shout, and I will get that taken care of. All right, we'll talk to you guys later, and thank you very much.